he just kept telling me that I had already won it, and I don't know. He said that he knows I was gonna win it just because of the way how good my finish is. That's what he keeps saying, so that's what it was. So unsurprisingly, he was correct. So.
You know him, you love him. That was Jackson Spencer today on the Running Effect podcast, recent NXN champion literally of this past week. And he also speaks ahead of the Brooks Cross Country Championships that will be held this Saturday in Balboa Park in San Diego, California. I'll be on the ground there, so I'm excited to see the race thrown down in historic fashion. We break down Jackson's remarkable championship win in today's conversation, his mindset, his relationship with his legendary coach, Coach Doug Souls, his relationship with his teammates, his family, all that went into this win, and his wisdom for the next generation of you guys listening who want to compete and win NXN like Jackson did. I hope you guys enjoyed this conversation. If you do, subscribe to the podcast. Give us a 5-star review because it takes next to no time and greatly helps us out. And the biggest thing you can do is share the podcast with a friend. That is the easiest way in which we can grow, and I always appreciate it when you guys do that. And without further ado, enjoy my conversation with NXN champion 2025, Mr. Jackson Spencer. Ladies and gentlemen, the champion is back. This time he is legitimately the champion of all champions, the king of Glendevere Golf Course. Jackson Spencer is the name. You know him, you love him. He was on the podcast 2 months ago, introducing his name to the world, how to run at Clovis, a part of a legendary team, has a legendary coach. And you were humble on that podcast, Jackson. Didn't talk too much big game, but I think we all knew you wanted the chip on Saturday. You ultimately got it. How does it feel, man?
It feels great to just have closed out my season so well.
How crazy is it to you, looking back on all the work you've put on throughout your high school career and to see it all culminate in the way that you dream about?
It's just insane to me that I've managed to realize my dream of actually being the NXN champion, you know? Like, if you went and told sophomore me that I'd actually do that, I'd probably only partially believe it, but I mean, of course, it's just crazy, you know? Oh, my word.
Let's talk about regionals, because obviously regionals comes before nationals, and a Southwest regional is always stacked back in the day. You had Aiden Troutner and Cole Sprout and Easton Allred and Casey Klinger, and, you know, last year you had Charlie Voss, who went on to win it. Yeah. He was kind of a dark horse pick going into the race. This year, I feel like there were 3 of the top 5 guys in the country all in the same regional. How did that race play out, and how much confidence did you gain from the regional meet going into the national meet?
Well, that race was pretty much, it was a qualifier, so I was just doing everything that I could to make it through the round to NXN. So, I mean, it gave me a lot of confidence knowing that I was able to win that regional meet, you know? So I was just really happy because I knew, beating people like Johannes and Oliver, I was like, okay, so you're I was just nervous that they were going to give a super crazy push halfway through the race, and they were going to gap everyone and I was going to have to go. But that, I don't know, I guess it became a tactical race, so it was insane to me that I still came out on top of even that race. Just at that point I was like, my season's going perfectly. It definitely was a confidence booster. So
that race is historically fast, that regional meet, that regional course, forgetting the name of it. Were you a little surprised it wasn't as fast as it ultimately ended up being, and a little bit more of a tactical affair?
Not necessarily. I wasn't really running for time at that race, so I didn't really care what the time was when I came through, as long as I went through first, you know? So it was just it was really good. Also it was slightly muddy, so the time wasn't as slow as it seemed, but it was still definitely slower than it could have been. So it was a little bit surprising, but not really.
So many questions off the top of my head. Beating Johannes and Oliver, how much confidence did that give you?
It gave me a ton. In my mind, those were the top 3 guys in the country in an interchangeable order. So I was just like, as long as I can come out on top, I'm really confident going into NXN. So it was really good.
We hear about in a lot of other sports how, they watch film going into races. How much studying of your competitors, specifically the ones you hadn't really matched up against, so someone like Caden Leonard, how much studying did you do? Or even watching previous NXNs? Like, are you the type to really dive into the sport, or are you the type that doesn't really think about racing or races too much and you kind of just show up on the line and rip it?
I mean, sure, I do I know what people have been running going into these races. Like I know what kind of I looked at all the NXRs, all the winners, what they ran, kind of how it played out. Um, and yeah, like having Doug Stoles as my coach, he definitely it's definitely he's an eye into the sport. Like he'll tell me how good everyone else is and how good I am compared to him or to them at least what he thinks that I am. So it's really good. So that's what I kind of do. Yeah.
Speaking of Coach Souls, how confident was he about you going into the race, specifically in lieu of that conversation you were talking about, how you match up compared to other competitors? Did he think you had the chip won, or what was the verbiage with
He,
him the week of?
he just kept telling me that I had already won it, and I don't know. He said that he knows I was gonna win it just because of the way how good my finish is, and that he he's told me that that they can't outrun me and they can't outkick me. So that's what he keeps saying. So it like that's what it's gone to actually. That's what it was. So I mean, surprisingly, I mean, unsurprisingly, he was correct. So yeah.
How much confidence did you have in yourself when you hear that sort of stuff? Week leading into the race, day of the race, day before the race, probably feel like
It's
a dangerous
crazy.
man on fire.
Just having a coach that knowledgeable telling me that he thinks I'm gonna win is just it's a big confidence booster. Like I I mean I kind of believed him, but like I know that there is a solid chance that there are kids that can outrun me, and there's like Quentin Nauman. I know he can outkick me, so there's definitely there was some mystery still, even with him saying that going into the race. So it was just whatever happened on race day was the final outcome, and that's what I've learned to. I was gonna have to live with it no matter what. So that's I'm really happy it came out to be in my favor.
Obviously, a lot of coaches can talk a big talk, and the athletes can trust them. But Coach Scholes specifically, you look at his record, his resume. He's had teams win NXM before, so when you have a guy like that telling you the things that you just said he told you, you can trust him. So my question to you is, how much confidence did you take in the fact that Coach Souls has been at NXN multiple times with different teams, has won it multiple times with different teams, and his ability to understand the level, the stage, the course, all of that, and still think you could win it?
I mean, more so than not, like it was more of a team thing that his expertise is more in the team side, but I'm really like I knew our team was gonna do really well just having him as a coach. Like it was really hard to not do good with Souls as our coach. So I mean, individually, sure, it's great, but I think our team did really good there.
When you talk about the team, and I think we discussed this in our last conversation with each other, obviously you guys have a remarkable team. How much do you feel like that helped to take your back pressure off your back, excuse me, going into the weekend? Obviously, you have these individual goals, you want to win, but having a team there to crack some jokes, make it funny, have guys that you've raced with all year, I assume that helps rather than being an individual surrounded by people you're meeting for the first time.
It definitely helped keep me locked in more so. So like, I mean, meeting new people is a great thing, but I think in order to be locked into a race, I have to be familiar with my surroundings. And I mean, my team, they surround me all the time, so I was really happy with. I'm glad they were able to come, and I'm glad we were able to put down a solid, like really good performance, you know.
Throughout the years, I've talked to kids who have gone to NXM multiple times, and I hear this thing, Jackson, where some kids will say, reflecting on their first year in NXN versus second year, they say, first year I was kind of messing around. I was kind of just excited to be there and wasn't really serious. Second year, I took it serious. For you, when you're boots on the ground, are you able to recognize the kids that are like locked in serious versus the kids that are just happy to be there?
Yeah, there's definitely a tell with who's there to be um actual like racers and who's there for the event. Coaches definitely helped me like have an eye into that type of tell. But yeah, it's easy to tell.
Going into the race, be honest with me. Who was the person on your mind you were most scared about?
I was um I don't really know. It was just a combination of like I don't really know. Probably Caden Leonard because he has the experience, he has the moxie, he has everything that like a champion has, He's just like that he was the guy, I think, that was to beat at NXN.
Speaking of Caden, obviously last year, kind of a tragic situation, slips and falls in the lead pack, had a hard time bouncing back from that moment. I'm sure in your head, you know of those moments and you think all the things that Coach Souls said, but probably too in the back of your mind, you're like, well, that can all change if something like
Hmm.
that happens, if I slip, if I fall. How aware were you during the run through or even during the race itself to stay on your feet, not lose your footing, not slip, any of that stuff?
So the day before, during the course run through, it was way more muddy than the actual race, which is surprising. But yeah, that that mud run like really just kind of shook the system open, made me more steady on my feet, just made it oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. It made me just just in better condition for race day. We also did so right after our course run through, we did our strides and our spikes, and then we went onto the like the what do you call it, the lead cart path, and then we were doing our so at that same turn that what do you call it, the lollipop, that lollipop, we were going doing race pace just stride outs around it just to make sure that we were ready to for those turns. So it definitely helped prepare us.
How'd you feel morning of the race? Did you get a good night of sleep? What'd you think when you woke up?
I got a pretty good sleep. I woke up an hour earlier than I wanted to because I had a terrible dream that shook me awake. But yeah, it was just I was feeling really good. Well, no, I wasn't. Sorry, I was feeling really nervous before the race. Like, I mean, I don't know. It was just, ugh. It's always stressful before a big race, like the really big races. You just like this is what you put your season on the line for. Like this is what you've been training for. So I was just really, really nervous. Mix of nervous and confidence, which is an interesting mix that I never really felt before. But yeah, it's kind of crazy.
What were the final words or final instructions from Coach Souls before you lined up?
Um, oh, I have to remember this now.
Yeah, if you remember.
Yeah, he just said he was honestly just telling me to Jackson, go win it. You got this, Jackson. You'll get on the line. You'll get off that line, and all the nerves will go away, and you're ready for it. You're more ready than you'll ever be for this moment, which is that's kind of what he told me.
Love it. I love it. Standing on that start line, what was going through your head?
Nerves, pretty much just nerves. That's
Is that
all I was
normal for
thinking
you? Are you
about.
normally nervous or was that unique?
Yeah. I'm normally nervous for all my races. I just kind of and I mean it's NXN, man. Like that's just the race I always get nervous before. I was just thinking, take deep breaths, Jackson. Look out on the line. Make sure make sure you're locked in completely, and just yeah. I was going through all my K markers at that point and just getting ready to go.
Take me through the race, some of the different moments you remember most.
The start. So last year, Tayshawn, he pretty much all out sprinted the first bit. So, and then he kind of died the rest of the way, which that was a real, like, I thought of that literally 50 meters in. I was like, Jackson, are you going out too hard? So, and I was kind of leading ahead of all the rest of the pack at that point. And I was like, okay, you got to settle in. And then I kind of did. So it it kind of screwed me over because I didn't really get a good start. I started up in probably about 30th, 40th place, and then I worked my way up into the front, probably 800 meters in, which is quicker than I thought I would. But yeah, it was. Um, then it was just kind of slogging it out from there. About going up the hill, the big, like, I don't know. I keep thinking it's called Simon Spoon, but I don't really. I think that's what it's called. I don't. It's called something else, but I don't know. So Simon Spoon, I was going up there. It was this hill, and I was just like, the hill was pretty hard in my opinion. But I mean, that's what I was. I've been training for these hills, and I've been training for um like that moment. Like I was thinking maybe I could make a move there, but then Sean Freeze made his move there, and I was like, geez, at the top of the hill, Sean Freeze made his move. Everyone like good in that race, like Marcelo, Caden, um, Johannes, they all just started going up and like passing me, and I was like, oh, they're responding to his move. I got to do the same thing. So yeah, we responded to his move. He strung out the pack a bit, and then yeah, coming through the finish line, or no, the start line again, coming through the start line for the second time. I was getting kind of tired from his move. I was just like, oh goodness. Um, so I was also running in like I don't know what I was thinking, but I was running in like the extra muddy bit. Everyone else was on like this side, which was really nice and clean. So I started falling off. And then I was like, oh geez. And then I don't really know how I caught back up, but I did like 100 meters later. And then yeah, it was 3,700 meters out. So right before the lollipop for the second time, I I wanted to make my move. So I made my move, going around those. Caden and Johannes stuck with, or no, well, Caden Leonard stuck just straight onto me. It took Johannes and Marcelo a while to catch back up. But then yeah, coming through the K, we were like a pack of five or four, I think. And then yeah, we just kind of me, Johannes, and Caden kind of just pushed from there. Um, and then yeah, 400 to go. It was kind of just whoever wanted it more. Like Caden was on me. I was like, here it is. Here's the battle. And then coming up those terraces, I was saying, Jackson, you want this. You've been training your whole season for it. This is your kick. You got to go. And then, yeah, I did. And then I guess Johannes stuck on me. His strategy was to stick on me the whole time, which he did. So like, or well, I'm not surprised. He's a really good athlete. So I'm just really happy he was able to make his to follow through with his strategy so well. So yeah, it was a fun race.
I feel like a lot of NXNs in previous history, it's like someone has a big lead, dies at the hill, gets hawked down, or someone is winning just by an insane amount and kind of continues their lead. This year, you and Keaton were kind of neck and neck up the hill, and then it really did come down to a final sprint. Going into the race, did you anticipate that it would come down to a final sprint? In your mind, if so, were you confident in that reality?
Oh, I thought there was definitely the possibility, like anything can happen at NXN. So I was kind of prepared for anything, whether, oh, excuse me again, whether I ran away from it with it or whether I had to battle for it. Um, my, I'm really confident in my kick, so I mean, I'm fine to leave it down to a kick as long as like we're pretty far ahead of everyone else. So, but yeah, it was cool just being able to kick away and win.
What's going through your mind? 100 meters to go. You and Caden, you kind of have a little bit of a lead on him, but probably not convincing enough to yourself yet to start celebrating. What's going through your mind?
I looked up and I saw the tape and I was like, Jackson, it's right there in front of you. This is yours. Hit it, Jackson. Is kind of what I thought. It was just is a surreal moment just being able to do that. Like, it's a dream come true, you know?
What goes through your mind when you realized cross the finish line, first place, national champion, all the hard work paid off? What were those first interactions like with family, coach, teammates?
Well, I came through the line. Johannes comes through, shoves me in the back, and then he goes for the hug. I tried to go for the hug as well, but then I dry heaved right there, and I was like, "Geez, I don't want to throw up on you, Johannes." So I kind of pushed him away and went to go throw up. But yeah, it was cool just being able to dap everyone up after the race. And then yeah, I went to my dad. He he was like, "Yes, Jackson, you did it." I was like, "Yeah, I did it." Before that, I actually went to go hug Connor Mance just because I don't know, he's a big inspiration to me, and he was right there. So I was looking for him the whole day before, but I couldn't find him. So I was like, Jackson, if you finish first, you'll see him. So the first thing that I thought
Added
to do was go hug
motivation.
Connor.
The
Yeah, and
BYU
then yeah,
boys.
it was really fun. So it's crazy.
What's up next for you? I know sounds like you got selected for World Cross Country Championships. Take me through game plan for the future, man.
Yeah, well, I got Brooks next up. That's what
Oh
I'm
boy.
training for that right now. Yeah, it's gonna be
I'll see you there, man. Can we run it
the
back to
big
back?
one, the big Brooks. Hopefully, I
Dude,
mean,
when was
that'd
the
be
last time
great.
someone won both I know it's Brooks now, but we'll call it Foot
Yeah.
Locker. Do you
Um,
know?
there was only one athlete who's ever done that before, and it was Lucas Verzbickus. Um, yeah, he won NXN in Foot Locker. So
Could
yeah,
we be the
it'd be
second?
really cool to go do that. I mean, I really hope so. That's gonna be a fun one. That one's it's kind of the polar opposite of NXN, so it's gonna be interesting to see how it shapes up competition wise there, you know. So yeah, and then I
Who's
have the U20 World Championships coming up in about a month from now. So yeah, I'm training for that, and then it's gonna be fun because it's an 8K. I've never raced more than 5K, so it's gonna be an interesting one.
who's all racing at Brooks in terms of top contenders?
Um, so I think the top contenders are me, Caden, Johannes, Marcelo Manticone, and Sean Fries. That's
Wow,
kind of
so
the
it's like the
top
same
five.
group.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's crazy. Is that exciting to run it back to back, or do you feel like now I was gonna say bullet is on your back, target's on your back?
I mean, yeah, there's probably more of a target on my back than there was before, but I'm still super excited to race it. It's just it's I saw my my sophomore year our my friend and almost teammate, like honorary teammate, because he was in a school next to mine, Davis Riedman. We trained together. He actually got second at the Foot Locker West Regional my sophomore year. I got like 50 something. But yeah, he made Foot Locker Nationals, and it was just a blast watching him at the watch party. And I'm super happy for the opportunity to go race that course myself and see what I can do there.
I love it, man. So exciting. And were you and those other guys, are those all golden ticket entries? So basically for the
Um,
listeners, past it's top 10 from each region, and now I think there's an added 10 of from the golden
yeah.
ticket, right?
That's kind of how it goes. All the guys I listed are golden ticket athletes.
Okay. I do like it because it does make that meet all the more deeper, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I think that'll be
It
fun.
yeah, yeah, it will for sure.
You excited for the warm weather as opposed to the cold and rain and mud?
Yeah, it'll be different. Back to Clovis temps, you know. So it's gonna be interesting.
In terms of past discussion around Gatorade National Cross Country Boys Player of the Year, I feel like the last 4 years have had controversy. I feel like your resume is getting up there. It's pretty darn stellar. Um, I know you probably don't want to speak on an award you haven't won yet or jinx it, but
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen that award won before. How excited are you at the prospect of at least this point in time probably being the front runner to bring it home?
I mean, the last couple of years, it's been a BYU athlete who's gotten it, like Danny twice, and then Charlie Voss getting it. So it'd be really cool to get that award. But it's totally out on the table. Like you never know who they'll pick for it.
I mean, if you win this Saturday, I think case is closed. So go bring home the chip on Saturday, Jackson.
Yeah, let's do it.
Final question for you, man. Those watching from home want to win NXN one day, watch you on their TV. What's your words of wisdom to them as they strive and they dream of being great one day like you?
I mean, just believe in yourself and like never count yourself out of it. Just make sure that you put in the work every single day because it sucks. The work sucks, but it's worth it at the end, future NXN champion. So you you, you just got to put in the work, put it all out there, and it'll come right for you.
Jackson, final question for you. It's Christmas season. We're recording this December 9th. Favorite Christmas song or Christmas movie?
Oh, what's the new one by Gwen Stefani? That one's actually really good. I like it. I think
Can't
it's
say I've
called
heard
Shake
it.
the Snow Globe. Shake the Snow Globe.
Was not
It's really
expecting Gwen Stefani select from Jackson Spencer, but he's here to surprise me, folks. He's here to surprise me.
yep.
Jackson, thank you so much for the conversation. My sincere congratulations on Saturday, and did not know you're going to San Diego. So excited to see you this Thursday and watch you
Yeah.
toe the line for another chance at winning a national title, man.
Thank you. It's gonna be good.